Okay. I I recently met like a new friend, and it was through my gay best friend. Um like he and his husband went out to dinner, and then he invited me and his new Bumble BFF. And he was like, the whole time he was like, "Oh, he's not your type. He's not going to be your type. So you don't have anything to worry about." And then I get there and I meet the guy, and he's like not bad looking, and I was like, "You're kind of cute." And we vibed, and then but the problem is he has a girlfriend, 6 years. And like the whole time we were at dinner, his arm like grazed my arm, and I don't know if that was intentional, and like his leg grazed my leg. I don't know how you guys like operate like that, or like playing games or something. But and then he invited me to drinks afterwards, like just me, him, and his friend, and his friend's situationship afterwards. And my gay friend already declined. He already declined, saying that it was late because we had reservations at like 9:30, and so we finished at 11. And then I was like, okay, maybe it's a little too late. I don't think I'm going to join either. But if he's doing that, and we also had like chemistry, but he's been with his girl for like 6 years. I don't know. I don't want to be a homewrecker, like, and I'm like, maybe I'm reading too much into it also, but
did he
I felt
express like any interest in you? Like what gave you the idea that you guys were like hitting it off in a romantic way?
I think maybe it's just like the energy was good. We were all laughing, and like it was a good time.
Did he bring up his girlfriend to you?
Yes, like a couple of times he's mentioned her, but then I mentioned that like guys and girls can't really be friends. And then he was like, "Oh, but like the tension shouldn't be a problem if one of them is in a relationship." But then he changed it immediately and was like, "If both people are in a relationship." So he like completely disregarded the fact that if one person is in a relationship but the other person is not, there's no there. I don't know why he changed it to two people have to be in the relationship.
I would say if he brought up his girlfriend to you like multiple times, he's probably not interested in you. There could have been like a flirty vibe going on. I wasn't there, so I don't know. But if that's what your gut is saying, it's most likely true. I mean, the fact that he brought his girlfriend up, I would chalk up maybe the flirty energy to the fact that they have been together for a long time, and maybe for him, like, it feels good to every once in a while, like, kind of have like a flirty banter with someone because he's super locked in, right? Like, that is a possibility. But I would say if it didn't escalate into anything really, and you guys were just getting along well, like, you should not get emotionally like invested or have any interest in someone that's in a relationship currently. And let's say that he was super into you. Let's just say that if he was super into you and was interested and wanted to be with you, if he would snake someone that he was dating for 6 years, why wouldn't he do that to you?
Yeah, I thought about that too, like, I'll be next, that kind of situation.
And you don't want to be like a rebound. I would even tell you, if you came on here and said you met this guy, you really like him, he got out of a 6-year relationship like a few months ago, I would still tell you, like, don't pursue that. Like, he was just in a 6-year relationship. Like, that's like, you don't want to be a rebound. So what I would tell you is, like, you know, maybe pay attention to like certain qualities that he had that you liked, so that maybe you can like look for that in other people. But I don't think that anything good will come from this.
Okay, fair.
You'll also even if you guys did vibe, and let's say like you have this fairy tale, he like leaves his girlfriend for you, like deep down you'll feel that eventually at some point.
Like feel what?
Like the fact that he like left a relationship that he was in for 6 years for you.
True. Yeah.
You know?
It's just I go to dental school, and like a lot of our classmates, like they were in previous relationships, and then I can name like 4 couples that emerge by them ending relationships with their previous partner, and then they got into a new relationship with a classmate.
No, that does happen a lot. But the thing is, typically the person that moves on quickly from a relationship, they're moving on quickly because the person that they were with actually left a big void that they're trying to fill. Usually the one that showed up in the best way that they could in a relationship doesn't move on quickly because they're not looking to fill something, because they're at peace with how they showed up in the relationship, and they're going to take time to focus on themselves. So I wouldn't say just because you see other people rush into relationships after one's end, that should be something that you emulate. That's still not the best path to success for a happy, healthy, fulfilling relationship.
Yeah.
That's not saying that it can't happen. It's just not wise to like choose that when you don't have to choose that.
Okay. It's just the vibes were so good, but like I don't want to be a homewrecker, so I think I will just respect the boundaries and move on from there.
I think that's the best move too.
Yeah. And then I also have like one more general question. Like usually I meet people through dating apps, but like these days I'm kind of sick of it, and it feels like I went on a date this week and it was so mid. Like the guy was just so bad. Like it's just very mediocre. So I was like wondering, as a girl, I don't know, but like from your perspective, what advice would you give to a girl trying to like seek relationships elsewhere from this?
I'm very anti-dating app, like for everyone. I think in a way, like when you are even on a dating app, you're like putting yourself out there. Like anyone in the city can like vet you and decide if they're interested in you or not. Like, and even though you're not like processing that in real time when you're using the dating app, like that's still happening. Like you're just out there for everyone to say yes or no to. Versus when you take control of that and you put yourself in environments and spaces and certain times where you're feeling good about yourself and you want to put yourself out there, you'll have more success that way. So what do I mean by that? Let's say one day you're not feeling the best. Let's say the next day you feel great and you go to a bar with your friends and you see a guy that you like. Most women aren't going to go up to a guy and talk to him, even though I think if you're a man or a woman and you see someone you're attracted to, you should go and talk to them and say what's up. Like, it can't hurt. They either like you and it's great, or they don't like you and it's great, and you move on. So what I would say is like, I would get off the dating apps actually. I would focus more energy on yourself than on the dating, because when you build yourself up to be the best version that you can be, you're just naturally going to have more options come to you. It's like an abundant energy, and the universe will like reward you for that energy that you're putting into yourself. People are going to want to be a part of that. So the best thing to do to improve your dating life is to work on yourself, your physical health, mental health, spiritual health, financial health, so you have more options. But what I would say is like, continue doing what you're doing, like going to things with friends where they're inviting like mutual friends. Like that's a great way to meet people, because you're friends with those people and they liked the guy that you met that's in a relationship, right? That actually proves to you like that's actually a good method, is like through mutual friends. So I think you should lean on that. If you have like a group of friends that like know people and do stuff like that, you should try to go to more of those. That's a good sign. You should go to more of those. And then I would also say, if you go out and you go to bars or whatever and you see a guy and you're interested in him, stare at him so he feels like confident enough to come and talk to you.
Okay, but like, how do I perfect that stare? Because sometimes
You
it's
don't,
like
you don't have
I don't
to you don't have to perfect it. You have to remember for most guys, they will very rarely like get approached. They will very rarely have someone show some expression of interest to them without them initiating it. So if you just give a guy like some looks at a bar, that's not going to happen to him very often. He's going to appreciate that, and he most likely will like act on it because he's out there like for a reason. Honestly, most guys go out because they want to go talk to girls. Most guys are just too scared. They usually
Yeah.
need permission to do it. So if you like look at him, whatever, smile, you're like giving him permission. That's like a great way to like meet people in real life. But I would honestly say the fact that you met someone through mutual friends that you vibed with, you should continue to like lean into that. Just not with that specific person.
Yeah, I think the problem is though, like with public and like strangers in the first place, in a public setting, if I catch them staring at me in the first place, I look away. I'm like a nervous person, so I just don't respond well to that. I don't know how to work with that though.
I would honestly say if you like cut out dating apps and you force yourself to only be able to meet people in real life, that's going to actually make you more confident, because if you don't have the ability to just sit at home and go on dates, like set up dates with people and meet people, you're going to have to go out and you're going to have to like look at someone if they're looking at you, or smile at someone that you think is interested in, because like you're not giving yourself like that crutch of the dating app.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I actually think that like if you wanted to lean into organic real life meeting people, you should delete the dating app.
Okay. I mean, like I did get banned from Hinge and Tinder, so I just have Bumble left. I don't know why I'm admitting this, but maybe it's a sign to get banned from Bumble as well.
I think it's a sign from the universe, honestly. And like, I mean, the fact that you're not having success on there, and the last date you went on, you like literally hated it, and then the last organic date that you had, you loved it. You should lean into that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for your advice.
Yeah, for sure. Good luck.